Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Students, how are you all? Hope you are all fine. Student, we already learned about the resources in class. The major two types we already learned: natural resources, man-made resources. Natural resources come from nature, for example, air, water, tree. And in man-made resources is produced or created by human using natural sources. Student, today we are doing the page number 23 as a classwork. Okay, here are types of resources: human resources, capital resources, natural resources. Human resources, people that work. Okay, for example, a doctor, teacher, students. Okay, in capital resources, things made by human, for example, chair, table, bed, door. In natural resources, it comes from nature, for example, air, water, tree. Student, this page number 23 is too much easy. We just have to read carefully the instruction and questions. Below are given some places where some resources given in the word bank are used. You must identify them as natural resources, human resources, and capital resources from word bank. Write them in the column in front of places where they are used. Student, be carefully. You must keep the eyes on word bank and write carefully. In pizza parlor, which human resources are used, you have to check the word bank. Any in pizza parlor, any cook over there, but if not mentioned, you will not write over here. You move on the next. Capital resources, pizza, bake in oven, desk and chair are using for sitting area. And the next we move for natural resources: olives, cheese, flour. It comes from nature and it's ingredients of pizza, so we write over here. We move on the next. Farm, as you know, in farm a farmer must be over here, but you have to keep the eyes on word bank. Check if not farmer over here, so you will not write here, because we must follow the instructions. Okay, the next we move on the capital resources: tractor, farm building, harvest machine. As you know, it's used in farm. Okay, the next we move natural resources: cows, fruits, trees, crops. We get from natural, and it must be in farm. Okay, the next classroom, you daily basis you face, and you see teacher and student both are human resources. Okay, and in capital resources: school, building, pen, pencil, book, table, chairs. But if not mentioned other things, you will not write here. You just choose the words from word bank. Okay, and write it neatly. Okay, must write the date and day.